Hey, hi everyone, who I know and who I do not, who are watching the practical. Warm good afternoon here on the Facebook. Hi Nishi, how are you? The only thing I'm not able to do right now is to tag. Neha, can you come in as one of the viewers so that I can send you the request and you can be tagged automatically in the video and then we can get started? I do, thank you. So I hope the video is coming very clear and I am audible, fairly audible. Yeah, hi Neha. Hi, hi. Okay, all right, great. So I don't know, probably some issue tagging you on Insta, but let's get started. Let's get started. Yeah. Hi, hi, Viru. Thank you for joining. Whoever is there. Shreya, hi, hi. Okay, guys. And hi, from Insta, I am very sure I will know a lot of them, but Facebook, I don't know. Many of you are new to my channel, and generally, you will not see my a lot of presence on Facebook media. Waiting, I am just waiting for $1 million to join in. By the time they do, it is just a beautiful thanking note for them. Thank you guys, and thank you for this initiative. Thank you that you felt that I should participate. Thank you that you felt that it was important for us to do something like this on the webinar. So, without wasting any time further, I am going to start with the practical because my face is bare. I did my eyebrow, I did my eye, I did not do my face, and the lips I already have. So, let's get started with the practical. Now, making it simpler, people who do not have a contour palette at your home, what you can do is, where do your contours generally come from? They come from the color of browns. So you can use any shade of brown to get your contour started. Or if you're new to contouring, I would prefer your lip colors can be little in the coffee, toffee, caramel shades. You can do minor contours, but contours are very important. You must understand something when you're creating anything on the canvas, like let's say it's a bare face. Okay, bare face, when I say bare face, I just have the foundation on without any concealer, for because I'm doing the day look. Now what happens in that case is that you don't have a dimension added to your face. Generally, what contour, blush, and highlight, the effect of 3D does is it creates a panoramic view on your face, and it accentuates all your features separately. There is nothing like, if I have a small face, can I do the contours or not? If I have a round face, the contours are going to be so heavy. No, there's nothing like that. You have to play very minimal when it comes to playing with your contours, especially when you're trying them for the very first time or the second time you're practicing. So gradually, when you practice and it comes into your habit, I would really insist that this is the first topic I'm picking up for the live video, because I really felt that, sometimes I don't see the definition in makeup. Uh, so I would want to get started with the same. So without wasting time further, this is the palette I am going to use, Anastasia, Okay, this is the palette I'm going to use for the contour. I am not picking up too many brushes because I'm very sure that a lot of us at home, we do not have the facility of using a lot of brushes. So I'm going to play very simple there, and I'm going to be starting with a color, medium color for the contour. This is the one that I'm using. So I'm on my blender and I get started with the application. I have a mirror here. There I go. So keeping it very close and to get started. So where do I start? I always start with the middle of my ear, okay? In the middle part of the ear, and that's where I will just start to draw my line very lightly. Guys, I hope it's visible. Please say yes. Because practical is something, once it's gone, it's gone. I cannot repeat. Now on the other side, remember, you can always play with a little darker shade onto into the ear side, but not towards the face at all. So, okay, wait. This is how it looks like. Also, you have to tell me that would you like to see the contouring and highlighting for the nose, or I should just do the face? Yeah, I'm saying hello to everybody who's there because I'm doing the practical, so both my hands are busy with that. So yeah, please stay tuned. There's some interesting tips coming on the contouring and highlighting. I can finish it up in 5 minutes, but just that I want as many of you to see and join in the process. Meanwhile, you can always see how am I blending, how am I holding my blender. It's very, very important how you hold it, because when you want to, work on a smaller area with your blender, so how do you do it? Um, See, you'll have to press it, okay? You'll have to press it, squeeze it to the size in between your fingers so that you're able to draw a sharp line here, okay? Okay, nose also, Aditi. All right, got it. I will. I was also feeling incomplete without it. I'm glad for your participation and input. Okay, so I'm continuing doing that. Anybody? Okay. Am I now visible, Rajvi? Okay. I'm reapplying only because I want to show, only because I want to stick to the step, only because a lot of people are still joining. Contouring is generally done only on the outer versions intensively or deeply, and you do not generally come with your contours on the cheekbone. It is just right hollow of the cheekbone where you contour. So again, you'll have to confirm whether now the camera is on the face. Screen is blurred, okay? Any better now? The internet? Yeah, anyone else will have to tell me. Okay, here it's fine on the Facebook. Now I don't know what's the matter with Insta. Okay. Alright. Hey, Insta family, you will have to confirm better. Okay, alright. Good. So I was on the contour and I've done a lot of it already. Generally, your contours stay on the outer areas of your face. So, basic phenomena of contouring and highlighting is, what is contour? The outer edges of your face. You contour wherever your natural light falls. That's the area that you highlight, which is the center part of your face. That includes your T-zone, that includes your cheek area. Also, if the cheeks are already plump, please don't highlight them. The techniques are different, and in that we can go into that later. But coming to the basic contouring, please keep it very light. I have done almost 3 coats of contour while trying to catch most of my family on Insta and Facebook. So yeah, this is how it looks like. Now starting further, I'm going to do the next step, which is the blush. Okay, now we've got two options. When it comes to the blush, there are two things that you can do. One is you can pick up a creme based lipstick, which can be in pink color or the peaches. You can use that as the blush. If you do not have this palette or a similar palette back home, you can always use your lipsticks for the same. I generally, would suggest you to use creme blush before you do your powder blush. One, it gives a very niche effect. Second, if you have a dry skin, then only creme blush would also do the job marvelously well. So you can even skip, in that case, you can even skip the blush, the powder blush. And most of the cases I don't even recommend, because I don't know, the kind of skins I generally get at my studio, they are all about they're very dry. There is a lot of lag in this video, and video is blur. Can organize Zoom session if you don't mind. Sure, next time. But for now, you'll have to bear with us, because we won't be able to change in the middle. But then that will be taken care of. I don't know why the video is coming blurred though. Is it the same with Facebook family also? Is it the same with you guys as well? It's fine there? Okay. Okay. Please, anyone else who's facing the same problem? I don't know, why is it blurred? Facebook is fine, okay, alright. So I can go ahead? Okay, alright, okay. Okay. Okay, cool. So yeah, once this is done, so I was on the creme blush. You can use any lipper from your collection. We are not brand specific here at all. We can go ahead with anything, but that the colors can be towards peaches, pinks, corals, whatever you like, but just the lighter shade of it. I would still prefer that. Please try incorporate this into your routine if you have dry skin, especially if you have dry skin. So okay, all right, good. Hi, how are you? Okay, with the same blender, I'm now going to apply the blush. So where do you apply your blush? It's just about right here into your contour. Can you see the demarcations? This is how it is. Yeah. Some more. Again, keeping it intense towards the outer sides, and when you come to the inner sides, keep it very, very low profile. But just blend it very nicely. I'm going upwards. I'm only going in one direction. It is important that when you're doing this, please go only in one direction. If you try and blend inside out and outside to inside, it just does not work. Why it does not work? It takes your base off. If you're not a pro, you're trying the skill on yourself, just do not go left to right, right to left. It is always better to work in one direction, whether even you're working with your eyeshadows or you're working with your foundation or you're working with your blush. Try and keep a 45-degree angle. It's always a safe bet. One, that's the application, and second, about the application, it is very important. Hi Diksha, how are you? So it is very important that you are when you are applying it, it is very important that you do just in one direction. So I'm going upwards to downwards, which is this. So with two products, this is how it changes the look of my face. For those who were not there, I'm only repeating the last part of the conversation, which says that why you do contour, blush and highlight. It is very important for your face to look dimensional, okay, to give a certain kind of up downs, like people who love coloring, they generally do global and then highlights and then another highlight, and now the trend has gone to ombre. So we're talking about the same technique in the hair, in the makeup also, or about the skin as well, that when you're doing your skin, make sure that your best features come forward, they're highlighted, and your face looks dimensional. Okay, we've done the creme contour, we've done the creme blush. Now I'm going to the next part, which is straight away doing the powder blush on top of your creme blush. So you can pick up any color. I would still prefer a lighter color. I'm taking a tone of a very light mauve. Okay, taking a tone of very light mauve, and well, I don't know if you would ask, I'm picking this color up because this stands out from whatever makeup I'm already carrying. I'm already carrying a very nude, pinkish, brownish nude on my lips. I'm carrying a smoky wine plum on my eyes. So for my blush to stand differently, I am just going to add mauve. So I take it onto my brush. You can use any brush you had like, any blush brush you had like, or a brush which has a little wider, you know, wider wings. For example, something like this, or like a buffing brush. And then how the application goes. So wherever you have applied your blush, right on top of that you do your powder blush. So the application goes again in the same manner, top to bottom. Okay, I'll tell you something here. Generally, this is also a cheat technique. Why do I call it a cheat technique? That when you have a heavy face, generally, if my client has got a heavy face, what I do is that heavy face, when I say maybe a chubby round or a double chin or whatever, I try not to cover the face with a lot of foundation. Instead, I like to conceal well, and with that, I like to add a lot of contour, thick contour, and blush. Why? What happens is because with the colors, your face kind of starts to show dimension, but also starts to squeeze in. So it's better that you play with that technique if you feel, if you at all feel that your face is on the heavier side. Though mine is not that heavy, but because I wanted to show you how this looks, and let me just bring it a bit closer. mm, Something like this. I don't want to play much around with the camera because I don't know if it again goes blur. Okay, so now my blush application is almost through. This coat I'm only doing for people who are registering. I take a step back, check. Very important, when you're doing your makeup, please do it in both white and yellow light, because that is a mix of natural light. You get your yellow from the sun and you get your whites from the sky. So it's very important when you're doing your makeup, when there's no sun. Obviously you will not go in the sun and do your makeup, that's not what I meant to say, but all I mean to say is that when you're doing your makeup, it is very important that you do it in the white and the yellow light together. Okay, now once you're done with this, we go up to the last step, which is application of the highlighter. See, I have a small brush. I can, because ultimately I want to highlight the very less area on my face. I don't want to use the highlighter overall, so I'm going to take a brush with the small strands. Okay, something like this. Otherwise, not that I cannot do it with this is okay, but I would not suggest. Instead, you can even use your fingertips to do the same, but for now I will use this brush to use the highlighter. I'm going to use Huda Beauty for the same. Now I'll just pick up about some. Okay, tap for the extra in case I have to. And then where do I use my highlighter? I use it right here, just about here. This is how it looks like. You see this light coming? That's that. The other side, onto the other side. Dab for the extra if you have to at all. Okay. Yeah, hi Kushi. Hi. Hi, some designer. I'm Suryavanshi. Hi, hi. Guys, am I audible? Visible? Clearly? Can I go forward? Because now I'm going to do the nose contour. We are almost through with the face. So we've done the contour. We did creme blush, creme contour, and on top we did the powder blush and the powder highlighter. The highlighter that I used was from Huda Beauty. You can use any highlighter that you have. There is no compulsion. We are not, again, we are not going to talk on the basis of the brands, but we are going to talk um, about just how you apply it for whatever you have. Okay, so I gotta go ahead. I'm going to start with the nose contour. Now I will use the pointed side of my blender because obviously I have to contour the very minimal area, which is the sides of my nose. Okay, so because I'm doing so, I will take this part and do the eyeshadow and get started with the same color I used for the sides. Okay, thank you. Okay, so to get started, you'll have to see how am I holding my blender. Again, I have squeezed the blender this way and only using the tip of the blender for the same, right on the sides, the tip of my nose, the sides of my nose, and I'm blending it, continuously blending it. I'll use some more. Generally, it's always advisable that you take minimum product on your blender. So this is always an option for you to take the product for the second time, but it's always better that please take minimal product initially. Okay, so once I'm through with the application, I will just switch my blender to the other side and blend this softly. Again, I've taken the contour from the same palette, Anastasia. They've got 3 categories. This is the medium one. Okay, so this is how it looks like post contour, post nose contour. I'll still darken the tip a bit. Okay, and now we highlight the nose in the center. So the same highlighter that I used for the cheeks, I'm going to use it on the nose. It's called Seychelles from Huda Beauty. That's the one we are using. And connection on the Facebook had gone better. Okay, I was going a little off, Lena, because the mirror is this side, but then I'll try to focus. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so alright, so all I have to just do is take the highlighter on the brush and oh, okay, there you go. Now I'm not looking in the mirror, I'm looking in the camera on the Facebook and doing my application because it's important that you see rather than maybe I look and focus. Is it fine now? Okay, so this is how we highlight the center of the nose. Generally, I've seen a lot of people taking the highlighter up till the end of the nose or just the starting point. I don't think that's required, that's really required. But what is important is when you are doing the contours for your nose, you take your contour at least, you join it. Okay, you always join it because how is your nose shaped? It's shaped like this. It connects with the you know, the lower point of your eyebrow. So it's very important that you connect it, the connection. Your all features are connected, so it should look connected, it should look well placed. So that's very important that you connect your contours. Please don't leave them in the middle. For example, if you're doing the hollow of the cheekbone, then you leave it somewhere here. No, you should always blend. You should always touch the sides. Your blush should always come from the outside to the inner side, and so goes for your highlighter. Your highlighter goes from the inside to the outside. That's the only thing. Basically, if you see, you are you are following the inverted triangle technique. Okay, it's called the inverted triangle technique. So this is how it is. Now if you see, I am done with my nose and with my cheeks and with my contour blush highlight process. The practical for the day is over. I hope you have some information on you to imply something new that you've learned, something you would like to incorporate, and I would love to get the feedback on the same, that whether it was of any use to you or not. And also, what would you want me to do next? Something easy, simple, which anybody can incorporate back at home. I come with a lot of requests like, Supra, we want to see how do you apply the lash, which is okay, fine, you can do a self lash. There is no problem. If you want me to go do the lash or the liner or the eyebrow application or the 2D 3D lip, a lot of options. I mean, it's up to you. You can tell me what would you like to see next. So we're over to the other topics now with $1 Million Affair and Neha Singla, who's organized this webinar. While we were coming across this discussion yesterday, me and Neha, and talking about the topics, obviously, see, it's very very important, intricate, that thank you, Dewy Makeup. Okay. All right. Would you like the full tutorial for Dewy Makeup? Is it? That's my favorite all time do. Okay. So I don't want to wither away from the topic. So yeah, yesterday when me and Neha were discussing, so there were things that were there in our head that we wanted to incorporate in the discussion. Guys, before I give my inputs on the fitness, or on the good skin, or on the coming bridal season, anything anything you would like to ask in regards to all the 3 4 topics that I've mentioned, in regards to fitness, in regards to the bridal season 2020, in regards to keeping yourself well emotionally, mentally, physically, anything you would like to ask me, please do so. I'll be happy to answer. Good skin, okay. uh, well, what you do inside is what comes outside. Everybody knows it, everybody knows that. That's very true. Having said that, well, I'll tell you something, that how do I start my day. I would just give you that as an example. I hope that helps. Initially when I get up, I am almost social media for morning 1 or 2 hours of my day, because that's the time I want to take the maximum productivity out of myself, and I feel social media is not the right place for me to be. um, Fitness, okay, I'll come to that too, Aditi. I'll start with the skin first. So when it comes to skin, essentially, I don't know if you feel that your skin is lacking, your skin is uneven, your skin is lacking moisture or hydration. So it is very important that you perform a CTM back home. Now, what is a CTM? It's a cleanse, tone, moisturize routine. Everybody should incorporate that. It's critical for our skin. It's not the need of the skin only, but it is the skin of your body also. It is the need of your body also. Sorry. So, getting started, what is a CTM cleanse, tone, moisturize? Generally, if you're not going out, please incorporate that during the evening. Now, the various products that I use back home, start from the kitchen. From the kitchen, I am a big fan of raw milk, potato, tomato, papaya, and honey. So you can mix all of these together morning, apply it on your face, do your errands, get sorted with it. While you're doing this, please make sure that you do not use an alkaline product after that to cleanse it, because otherwise the effects are not there, you won't get the results because you have treated the skin and you have mistreated it at the same time while using the alkaline products. So don't do that, that's my suggestion. Then coming to the next thing, this is your morning routine. Evening is very different. If you have a dry skin, you can use Blue Nivea, you can use coconut oil. There is a beautiful moisturizer from Clinique. It's called Moisture Surge. You can try applying that, guys. When I'm looking here and there, I've got two phones in front of me. One is for Instagram, the other is for Facebook. That's how, because both I have to look at the questions coming from both the sides. So yeah, that's how. Okay, so you can use that. And then also, if you are above 30, it is a mandate that you incorporate vitamin C, vitamin D, and E supplements in your diet, and even B complex. It's very important. Okay, I will. All right. One second, I'll just check for the volume. Is it any better now? Is the volume any better now? And how about here with Insta? Is it gone any better? Okay, there it is. Okay. So I'll repeat what I said last. This was about incorporating. If you're above 30, please incorporate vitamin D, B complex, C in your diet, because whatever we are eating, whatever we take, supplements are very important for us in long run. So please incorporate that routine also. And if you are a sugar patient, if you're a BP patient, then you must consult your doctors with the kind of salts that you're already taking, and you must take alongside. But generally, as a beauty advisor and as a makeover expert, even for the brides and for the people above 30, we always recommend that please make a good healthy CTM routine. And about fitness, when it comes to fitness, it is very important. Now when you say fitness, uh, it is just not important that you work out for 45 minutes and you're done with it, you've sweat and your skin will become good. No, I don't think so. For me, fitness is a blend. It is a blend of your mental, physical and emotional well-being, which is very very important. You can stay fit if you are contented, happy, wanting to do more, exploring yourself out more. For example, with okay, I'll come to that. Yes, it is. I'll come to this question. So when it comes to fitness, you have to incorporate a lot of things. For from starting from how you start your mornings, like empty stomach. What do you take the first thing on your empty stomach? Is it the tea that you're taking, or is it something healthy? Like I these days, I have incorporated honey with cinnamon powder, and to get my day started on warm water. And then as the day goes, it goes to yoga, it goes to meditation, and then it goes to a workout routine, it goes to dancing because I am fond of dancing also. So again, it is a combination of a lot of things plus making your day productive. I think that is also about keeping yourself fit. And these days, I don't know about all of you, but I am on toes and keeping myself more fit because there is so much to do at home also, right? Especially for the female clan. I'm not being not that males are not working back home. Of course, they are helping their spouses, they are helping their mothers and sisters also. But then that, I mean, obviously we are all extremely busy these days. But then again, fitness is just not about one thing. It is a whole lot of process that you incorporate mentally, physically, emotionally. So I would say that keeping fit for me means not just keeping myself busy, not just counting on the hours, but using everything that I have, the resources that I have in the house now, and what I don't have also I try to create it. So yeah, fitness is all about that. Plus, if you are overweight, only sweating out will not help. You'll have to follow a certain diet plan when it comes to fitness. Your diet plans generally, I'll just give a overbrief. just minimize your carbs initially. That's all I can suggest. Rest, I'm not the dietitian and won't be the right person to guide you on the same. And combination skin is high hyaluronic peel good. Would like to know more about what products for morning and evening regime. Okay, so you'll have to understand what are the peels all about. There are a lot of people who are into peels, especially the brides get the peels done. Not only hyaluronic, but they also get the algae done. They also get other treatments done. Uh, I still suggest if you do not have wrinkles, if you do not have your skin sagging, please do not go in for peels regularly. We can very well sort your skin with the treatments. For example, you know the facials with good products, good brands, a good CTM routine, a good exercise routine, good fitness routine can really help you with a good skin. I would not suggest any kind of peel unless it is really, if you think that your skin is just beyond control and your doctors have, dermatologists have refused and no, nothing can be done, you've got a lot of scars, or you have hyperpigmentation which is incurable, okay, then yes, you may. Otherwise also, for even our brides we do not suggest that, but generally for brides we suggest a 6 months prior important care routine, which is which is about their diet, about the skin, about their fitness, about their well-being, about their routines they are supposed to come in to us for, like for example facials and other services that they come to us for, and plus the trousseau and everything. So that's there. So yeah, that's one thing, but I would not suggest you peels. That's not what I generally recommend. I'm more of an organic person and I would want that to be incorporated in case it is something critical that you're not looking forward to. So yeah, that's that. Any other thing you would like to ask? Any other questions? Have I missed on any questions here? Let me just check. Hello to everyone, whosoever I have missed, saying hi to. Okay. Okay. Okay, I would like to cover one more topic here. Hi RB, you're late. I was expecting you on time. Okay, all right. So, well, another topic that I want to discuss here is about fashion. How is fashion going to change in 2020? Fashion is it is something that's made up, that's smart, that comes and that goes off. So, in terms of fashion, it is a very versatile statement in itself, and well, how fashion has changed. The best part I feel when you have less options. Uh, the business of fashion, if I talk about the business of fashion, when you have less options left, as in you have generally what people used to do. See, you had to go for a party, you were going to Zara, getting yourself a one piece outfit, you were sorted, you were good to go, or you were going to Marks and Spencer, you were going there, you did your shopping, whatever was available to you as a dress, you bought it, you wore it, and you were sorted. Now the two things that will be incorporated in 2020 fashion statement, which is a very good thing, because now people can really show their creativity, because a you would want to save your money. B, while saving your money, you would want to incorporate in fashion. How do you incorporate in fashion? Now, supposedly, I'm wearing a black dress. Okay, I'm wearing this dress is the knee length dress. How can I reutilize whatever solid colors I have? Obviously, I'll start to think in a different dimension, and that way my creativity comes forward. So now, what is happening with fashion is that people are aware. People are more aware. The fashion is going to be more consistent, more solid, as well as fluid at the same time, but considering a very important aspect, that now our creativity is going to definitely come forward up, whether you say that it is going to come forcefully or you'd want to do it, but it will be good for everybody to explore, buy things that are solitary, that can be used multifaceted. This is what I can already see what is happening now. I come across a lot of good bloggers who try and use their bouziers or their drapes or their dhotis, or even for that matter my niece who is just 5 years old. So my sister wasn't using that bed sheet, a cotton bed sheet. uh, to my extreme imagination, she scissored the bedsheet and she made the skirt and a spaghetti out of that. Can you believe it? So what more can I witness when it comes to fashion? And yeah, we are becoming more aware, we are becoming more versatile, we'll be able to use our head, our skill now in fashion, which and earlier, if you talk about the centuries earlier, what used to happen was that people, you know uh, there was no social media, there was no such big social media. There was of course social media, but no such big social media, and people used to, you know invent, incorporate. So the time is back, invent, incorporate. And I think it is all going to be good. Rather, fashion will have altogether a different looking forward to in 2020 and onwards for people, because it's not a matter of saving, it's just a matter of being versatile, not having a monotonous fixed wardrobe essentials. It is about using what you have and how you are becoming more innovative every day with a lot of things. I see innovation in baking, cooking. That's what I come across generally. But then I really hope that people try incorporate you know, the skill 360-degree fashion, fitness, um, maybe brides or no brides, but with the makeovers, overall exploration, and learning new things and learning new dimensions. I'm sure everybody, all of us, we all have hobbies, we all have things to do. There are things that we had wanted to do. Quarantine has given us a good time to explore and wanting to learn more. And I wish you all a lot of learning, and taken your point into consideration about the dewy makeup. We'll come up with a short tutorial on dewy makeup separately without covering any other topic. Any other thing you would like to discuss? Anybody? Any questions that you may have? Anything I have missed answering about today's session? Thank you, Mr. Harry. Thank you. Anything else anybody would like to say? So I am going to close on a happy note, saying goodbyes to all of you. It was really nice to have you all over. Once again, thank you, A Million Dollar Affair and Neha, for your initiative. And I hope the tutorial was of use. Again, I would love you guys to send me your pictures with your contour highlight done. And thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. I'm signing off here. And see you next time. Until we see you next time. Thank you.